When you're in.
Okay. All right. Let me get this real quick. Okay, let me get this real quick. I'll do the introduction, and then it's on. All right. Random flag, get a plane to Qatar. This year I learned how to take care of business. Next year I learn how to play the guitar. You're getting way too big for your boots. You're never too big for the boot. I got the big size toes on my feet. Your face ain't big for my boots. Okay, all right. Make sure Tampa Bay's on All Pro. Yeah, go over there, check Tampa Bay. Make sure that's on All Pro too. The team Tampa Bay. I see you on All Pro. Go over to Tampa Bay. Here, let me make sure they. All right, cool. All right, I'd like to welcome everybody to the Madden League, Season 5, 2017. Today you'll be watching Coach Payton and the Chicago Bears standing 1-0. If they win today against Tampa Bay, they will go 2-0. If they lose, they'll go 1-1. Make sure you're on nighttime too. Okay, make sure you're on nighttime.
Sure.
All right, and let's get week 2 going. Coach Payton and the Chicago Bears at Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Good luck.
I'm still letting like the cutscenes play out and everything, or what?
Which one? Oh, yes. Let all that play out.
Okay.
That has to play out. Let all that play out. And I'll find your thing on YouTube, Mike Rule, right?
All right, yep.
That's R-U-H.
Oh.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. 2 running backs will take the field today in hopes of leading their team to victory out on that field. It's Jordan Howard's Bears going up against Rodgers' Buccaneers. For the call, let's send you out to the broadcast booth, where we'll join our commentators, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, we are at a site that's played host to 2 Super Bowls, and that's Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Chicago Bears. Hi again, everybody. I'm Brandon Guyton. To my left, as always, he's Charles Davis. And, Charles, we saw in the open, we've got a couple of great running backs in this game tonight, each capable of putting a team on his back.
What's up, Nachos?
About the runners, not just the passers.
Hey, he's in the league too. Charles Nachos is in the league. Is that Charles Nachos?
Yeah.
Yeah. Make sure is Charles Nacho in the party? Invite him in. Is he with us?
I don't know. You invite him.
Oh, shucks. Okay. All right. Charles Nacho in the party? Invite him in. Is he with us? All right.
Winston, pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. Eddie Goldman coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
A 4-yard pickup. That gets him going forward, but still 15 yards left on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Right side caught by Jackson. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and the Bears take over. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Throwing here, Trubisky. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. And some room to work. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he'll be knocked down sideways. Don't know if we saw too much of that on the college tape. Trubisky using his legs to pick up the 1st. Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. On the right side, this is Miller. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Now a carry for the change of pace back. The rookie Tariq Cohen. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
If indeed the Chicago Bears were looking for a nice change-up to Jordan Howard at running back, they found it in Tariq Cohen. I'm telling you, this guy is shifty, quick, even though he's small in stature. Some people have called him the latest human joystick.
How about that? That'll be fun for Madden players. Just 5'6", but as you said, he can move. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Trubisky. They'll roll him out right. And out of bounds just shy of the end zone at the 1. 23 yards on the play.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard punching it in from a yard away. And the Bears have taken the early lead. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. Barth now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too. For young quarterbacks, having that primary target's a big deal, and Mike Evans serves as that for Jameis Winston. Evans led the league in targets in 2016.
Yeah, went after him a ton. He also was 6th in catches, 4th in yards, and tied for 2nd in touchdowns.
And played in his first Pro Bowl.
And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Offside. Defense.
What?
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Now Winston. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
When we talk about Harvard, you know we're going to talk about academics, but in this case, let's talk about a big year Cameron Brate had in 2016, the tight end.
Finished with 57 catches, 660 yards, and also 8 scores.
Jesus.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter, and they've got it here with a first down.
Come on, D.
They'll run. It's Rodgers. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Partner, when it's a goal-to-go situation, if you're on the field on defense, you have to know that you may be called on to make a tackle at any time. Here, the cornerback does exactly that. Plays the run really well and makes a big play.
They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. And he pulls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Adam Humphries from 8 yards out. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was the super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands, downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't move away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Now Trubisky to throw on second. And some room to roam now. And avoids the contact by sliding. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. Now Trubisky on first down. Buying time to his left. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Trubisky with the give to Hill. And he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. On 3rd and 1, it's Trubisky. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't.
Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And they're able to pick up the first and keep possession. It'll go as a gain of 9. And it'll be a Chicago 1st down.
Brandon, I come from the school that if you have 4th and 1, I'm leaving my offense out there if I decide to go for it. Going for it from a fake field goal position, that seems like it's just extra work.
Yeah, I'm shocked. I mean, you start further back. You also pigeonhole yourself with options, but they got it done.
I think sometimes coaches look at it as we're going against not the #1 defense. We're going against a bunch of specialists out there, and maybe they think they can pick it up easier that way. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Trubisky, and he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone, and now 3rd down. I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations during that tight coverage. You see what happens. It's hard to get the ball in there. Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. They're going on 4th down. It's Trubisky. And that is going to be incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs. I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Come on, boys.
Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass. They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. And a first carry here for Charles Sims. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. And now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Brian Anger now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around? I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field. And he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again. Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. He rifles one that's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a
man.
That
was a terrible throw.
He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right. I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense. I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now. Come on, come on. Fine. Now the return man. This is Benny Cunningham. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly. But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession. So that didn't bother you too much last time? No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Let me just make a quick adjustment to the team. Do want to try it. Oh my God! Look at that speed. A 92 speed.
Whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now they'll run it with Cohen. Room here to run. Room to run inside the 40.
He's too quick.
Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. 55 yards. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, or they want to let their return guy touch it.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Second down now after the pass completion. Working out of the gun, Winston. Jackson's got it over the middle. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. On 3rd and 1, here's Winston. He finds Humphries. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. Winston and Humphries connecting there for a Tampa Bay first down. It's caught. Humphries. And he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
What are they doing? They're not calling timeout?
Final play of the half here, Winston.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a
way
lot of these
he makes
defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice and ambitious. A lightning quick halftime. These guys hardly made it to the tunnel. This will be taken in at the 1. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you. You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Flushed out right. And he's got room. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. They run. This is Cohen. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. This is Cohen. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. Flush to his right. And some space here. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the...
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Adam Shaheen from 19 yards away. And the Bears have broken the tie.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field.
Yeah.
But now even more so
go.
because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more
turnover
speed,
now. Let's get
way
this
harder
W.
to cover than before.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
I can't wait to see what they have planned because some team...
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Leonard Floyd able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3.
And that's exactly what Chicago expected when they drafted Leonard Floyd in 2016, him wrapping up quarterbacks.
Led all rookies in the NFC with 7 sacks. Used to do it in the SEC with Georgia, and now the NFC. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a 3rd down at about 9 to go.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
He's got Evans. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Danny Trevathan able to drop him for a loss of 4. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
A dump off to Sims. And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the 1st down. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a
final
way
quarter.
to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved.
False start, offense.
Thank you.
And that'll set them back 5. Now Jameis on second down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
Oh.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Third and short yardage. Winston. Over the middle to Evans. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
I know these wide receivers
Good game again.
flash and dash and
Be a
high
close
flying
one all
plays,
year.
but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Onto the field now come the Bears. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Again, it's Cohen. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Here's Trubisky. Now Trubisky lost the football.
Oh, man.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Hold on.
And he couldn't hang on to it from
You
the
gotta
contact.
be kidding me.
Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21.
Nice.
Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Yeah.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Mitch Unrein.
Hey, O'Donnell got
bring it
injured?
down
Jeez.
for a loss of 7.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Throwing, Winston. Complete, he finds Brady. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40. And they convert on third with a gain of 22. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Jameis to throw it. Gets it to the rookie from Penn State. It's Chris Godwin. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Evans has it left side. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A familiar ring to that one. Winston to Evans for the Buccaneer first. To throw is Winston. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. The tight end Cameron Brate was the target. That'll bring up second down. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it. And he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
And he comes back with one complete.
Dang.
And he gets this inside the
Lighten this
35-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. He has been terrific today, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. Running flawless 2-minute drill right here. This has been quarterbacking 101 with a flourish.
They'll run it here. This is Rodgers. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Another carry now for Rodgers. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 7. They'll run here with Sims. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle.
Minute to win it.
And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute.
Minute to win.
Well, now then, it's a big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th. But, Charles, there is still time left for a final drive.
Brandon, you know they would have liked to take the clock down
face
just
mask?
a little bit
Give
further.
it to me.
At least
Face
under a
mask.
minute or so, but this was not over yet, especially since they just need a field goal.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
Block in the back. Oh, man.
So that will push him
All right,
back.
true.
And now we know why I had a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
Trubisky's my man. Even one.
Back to throw.
Oh, yeah, man.
Ball in by Wheaton over the middle.
Yeah.
And they'll get it all the way out near
Keep
midfield to
going,
the
keep
45.
going.
That
Yeah,
one goes
Marcus
for 24
Wheaton, baby.
yards. First down now, but that clock rolling. Back to
Oh, wow, that pass. He was
Connect
wide
on the long
open.
Pass. It falls down incomplete. Marcus Wheaton was the one he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down.
Okay, let's decide here. He was open, right? Not extraordinarily open, but open enough that if you're an NFL quarterback,
Yeah.
you got to make that throw, right?
Yeah.
That's got to be complete.
9 times out of 10, that's a completed pass.
Yeah, he missed that one and missed it in a big way.
Spike,
And he's
spike,
brought
spike.
down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Trying to hurry to the line on the very outskirts of field goal range. And he just clocked it. But the clock wasn't even moving. Well, that's
Yes,
one you
it
don't
was.
see very often, a wasted down. Now Cohen. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. And he'll stop the clock with 5 seconds to go there on the spike. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to potentially send us to overtime.
Let's
And this is right down the
go.
middle as he puts it through.
Let's go.
And that will tie
Let's
us at
go.
24 all. final whistle blows, and we need some extra time
Another
here to
exciting
decide
game.
who will be the
Going
victor.
overtime.
60 minutes,
Woo!
just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
All right.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how
Fails
this
never
goes,
fails,
partner.
baby.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game.
Here we go.
If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Set to return now. Here's Deontay Thompson. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Except for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. They try again with Cohen, and he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Now they try the right side here. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for a first. They've had some success here in overtime on this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there available to him.
He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Not only did he get away from the rush and pick up a first down, he picked up a whole lot more than that. And how did he get it done? Evaded the rush, kept his poise, then how about directing traffic as he moved downfield to pick up extra blockers. A really nice run.
A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. They go with Howard again. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
All right.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it. Because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit.
Oh, he had an open field to win it.
3-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation,
Yeah.
Score! And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. A partner, a great game that we got.
And the Pittsburgh Steelers win in week 2.
Pittsburgh Steelers.
Congratulations, Coach Payton and the Chicago Bears now move on 2-0. Chicago win 30-24 in Tampa Bay. Excellent win, Coach Payton. Hell of a win. Congratulations.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner,
Coach Payton and the Chicago Bears win 30-24 and move on to go 2-0 in the Madden League Season 5 2017.